Hello friends, today we will be getting back to the roots of the channel, which is modifying EDC items like knives, watches, anything that I want to basically dial down to my preferences. By the way, I am wearing the awesome Maratak Altomer GMT titanium watch, 500-meter water resistant. This thing has been just awesome. It wears like a plastic G-Shock. Because it is titanium, despite the fact that it is 15 millimeters, it's just a very light watch to wear. It comes with a full titanium bracelet, as well as a NATO strap, but I actually like for Gada watches, go anywhere, do anything. And for watches that I wear for prolonged periods of time, like several weeks at a time, I'll wear one watch if it is comfortable. So I like FKM rubber, the rubber bands. And on this watch, what I've done is, as you can see, I cut away just the right amount to squeeze this in to the female end links. So I took the end link off of the bracelet and put it on this rubber strap. And here we go. Wismod's channel is about modifying EDC items. Very cool watch. It is frequently on sale on counticom.com. And if you use my discount code, which is the name of the channel, Wismods, you will get 10% off. Okay, so what are we modifying today? I received a few knives from Real Steel for review, and I like all of them, but there are favorites, of course. So for the fixed blades, I received the Dex, which is this one, and it did not look like this. This is my own design. I'll explain that later. I also received a very nice bushcraft knife in 14C28N. They're bushcraft plus, which is this knife. And I was trying to do a review on it, and I was wearing it on my belt, moving around. I did a light wood splitting. I was testing it out. Very good knife, to be short. But I looked down, and this thing was moving up and down the scale. I looked at it and one of the screws had come loose. I noticed that Real Steel does not put Loctite on their screws, which I suggest that if you get the Real Steel knives, undo the screws and put some Loctite on it. I didn't even notice this as a dangler sheath, so it was sheathed while I was moving around my yard, and somewhere this thing popped off. If you look at it, it doesn't even, nothing is rubbing against it. I don't know how it happened, but fact is it happened. I will still review this knife because I do think it is a very good bushcraft knife, camp knife, very well designed, beautiful convex blade, a very nice handle, and a beautiful sheath. So I'll do a review on this. I'll ask them to send. This is a very specific proprietary type of screw. I can't replace it, so I'll have them send it to me and I'll do a proper review on this. I also got a G-drop, this knife, G-frame, this one that I don't remember the name of, VG10 is the steel, and the Dex. The instant favorite became the G-drop. It is a beautiful, by the way, we also have a discount code for the Real Steel knives. So use the name of the channel, Wismods, and you should get an 8% discount on the Real Steel knives. This is Ostap Hell design. So is the Dex. It's an Ostap Hell design. And so is the G-frame. Who designed this? Ivan D. Braginets. The Braginets guy also has some really, really good designs. So why this became an instant favorite was that I have two workhorses that I EDC, and I'm doing construction of the house. I need something like a D2 blade that I don't baby too much. I can be rough with in terms of, the cutting edge. still holds a decent edge around the 60-ish HRC, and the SRM 258L. Absolute beast of a knife. Also, you can get a 10% discount on SRM using my discount code. Then the new EDC knife that I received from Demco is the D2 version of the 20.5 AD. And I asked them to send an orange scale to demonstrate and showcase. And so this came with this carbon fiber look. But then instead of switching both, I thought, why not just, because I like to have dual colored scales, if you haven't noticed. Sometimes I do that because it kind of gives me a feeling that I have two knives. Sometimes I'll be looking at this side, looks beautiful, then I'll look at this side, looks beautiful. Anyway, so these two knives are very, very capable beasts, but a bit heavy and large size-wise. What I liked about the G-Drop is specifically, besides the visual appeal of it, I liked the size and the weight. It is like a toothpick, very, very compact, not small necessarily, but compact. But it still manages a full 4-finger grip, as you can see. Comfortable 4-finger grip. I like the fact that the cutting edge is very close to the end of my hold. And it also Nitro X7, new steel for me. I found that it retains the edge beautifully. It is an upgrade to Nitro V, and when I read up on it, it's a combination of Nitro V and some other steel, and it gives you slight improvements on those two steels. It is a front flipper and just a very nice EDC compact size folder. Very good knife. This sells for around $70 plus minus depending on the sales that you get. So if you look at this compared to the SRM or like a full-size knife, you see how much smaller, narrower it is. And it's just a pleasure to carry on a daily basis. Compare it to the AD 20.5. Very, very small. So Real Steel definitely makes some very good knives for affordable prices, and the designs are awesome. Anyway, so what are we modifying today? This is the Real Steel Dex. This is the M390 version, so the premium version. They make this in K110 as well. Both are very nice knives. The knife itself in K110 is identical to this. The only difference is that that comes with a Kydex sheath, and I would say that even more beautiful scales than this came with. So this is shredded carbon fiber on the outer side, and then it had these pieces. So it was black and white, basically. Now, I would not modify this if it didn't have an issue. The issue was that that texture retains all kind of dirt and debris and gunk in it, and it being white, as you can see, on both sides. And I didn't even do any hard use on this at all for it to acquire this color. It comes off from the leather sheath, as well as just, using it. It collects this dirt inside, doesn't look too good. So, but otherwise it was slightly protruding from this flat area, and it was aiding in grip actually. So it was quite grippy, but I don't like this dirt accumulation. So what I did was I filled this with epoxy, glow powder, and some curls and dust from red G10, blue G10, etc. So now we have a glow-in-the-dark scale on both sides, as you can see, right? This knife, aside from also being a great EDC compact, at the same time gives you a full, my hands are large to XL size, so I'd say average hand size, full 4-finger grip. Again, I love when there is no large choil or ricasso and the cutting edge is close to the end of my grip, where I have most of the control. And in this variation, where you get the M390 version, you get a very nice thick leather belt sheath or a pocket sheath. The retention on this is beautiful. You can use it for your pocket or inside your pocket or on your belt. So quite happy with this knife, and I decided to keep it. The K110 version of this, which sells for about 79 USD, and this sells for about 170, 180 USD with the M390 steel and this leather sheath. But the K110 version comes, you have different options. They have natural burlap micarta, and I do think that that is the, for me personally, most appealing version of the scales. I asked them why they made this kind of construction where you can pop this out, and because they also have a micarta version for this, they have shredded carbon fiber and 3 or 4 variety options basically. So I asked them, are you going to be selling this separately so that the user can replace them? And they said, yes, we are planning to do that. So that's a nice touch. I will request together with the replacement screw, so I can do a proper review on this awesome bushcraft knife. I will also request the burlap micarta scales, because I do like those very much. So I thought that this was not a very, I mean, you can put it in your collection, but I use my knives, and so that won't work for me. So I've done that already, but then I thought, why not jazz it up a bit, and I want to add liners. This is paper something, I don't know what it's called, maybe paper micarta, but I use them for liners. And as I said, I do like dual colored knives, so it's this color from this side, that color from that side, similarly as I showed you with the Demco knife as well. So here we will be doing a yellow on one side and a red on the other side. We do have some yellow touches in here, and we do have a red as well on both scales, so it should fit in without issues. So now what I need to do is, I do not want to thicken the handle, so I need to sand down the thickness of the scales as they are now, so that when I add, this is 1 millimeter each, so when I add the 2 millimeters, the screws won't have an issue, and the handle thickness of the scales will remain the same. So now I'll switch this to time lapse and start working. So, all finished, and I actually tried quite a few lanyard configurations on this, and I guess this is the one that suited best. So as you can see, we now have a yellow and a red liner. The thickness of the original scales have been maintained. As you saw, I sanded down each side pretty much to that same exact thickness, which is 1 millimeters for each of the liners. So I took away 1 millimeter from each of the scales, and now it is original thickness. Why I added lanyards, especially considering that I do not like lanyards, is because this has a very deep sitting in the sheath. And while you can, of course, take it out, I found that with a thick lanyard like this, it would be much easier to take out. And it is. So that's the reason why I added this lanyard. Another thing I did was that lanyard rod that it had was stainless steel, and I changed it to a carbon fiber rod, which I have these carbon fiber rods. Now these are cut down, but I have different thicknesses, etc. And it was 2.5 millimeters thick, and here is the original. First I thought I would go with a brass just to mix up some colors, and I prepared a brass rod, but then I thought, why not go with a carbon fiber, because the outer shell of the scale is shredded carbon fiber. So here's a close-up, and I do find these to be very good looking, fancy looking little detail, much more exquisite than the original G10 inserts. Again, I do like what they've done with micarta scales for this knife, so I'll be sure to request the scales from them to showcase that variant as well. Here we go. Thank you very much for watching. I will be doing some more detailed reviews on these two knives, again from Real Steel. And as promised, once I get this screw replacement, I'll do a proper review on the Bushcraft Plus model from them as well. Cheers, stay healthy, stay safe. Happy New Year to you all, and have a good one. Make sure that you subscribe, like, share, do all that stuff. Cheers.